Your child is not my concern.
But surely you can understand. You were once a father, too.
Hey everybody, welcome back into the Mosh Pit. I'm Odd Dustin, and we're talking about God of War Fallen God comic book series. This is the last, number 4 final issue of Fallen God, and I wanted to kind of go over the story, and then kind of give my impressions of the entire series, and what I thought. So first off, if you remember from the last one, he got his ass handed to him. Kratos got smashed into oblivion by the Chaos Beast. And in this episode, he wakes up and he is in a spirit realm, and he's like, what the heck is going on? And there, waiting for him is a god with a bird head and Athena. And Athena is saying, you fled from your responsibilities long enough, Kratos. You gotta embrace your destiny, and shows him the Blades of Chaos. And of course he's like, no, why? Oh God, why? I don't want to do it. He's just completely pissed off. He does not want to deal with his destiny. He doesn't want to pick up the blades. And he falls down to his knees and says, why must this curse dog my heels? He just can't seem to escape it. Even when he gets into the spirit world, there she is. And everyone, of course, keeps harping back onto his destiny. This is your destiny. Kratos says, damn, forever being told what I must and must not do. And the bird god turns into multiple different creatures. He turns into the wren, which is the head of the god that it currently is, turns into the monkey, turns into the old man. And he's saying the future's already written. The destiny is destination which you can't avoid, so why delay the inevitable? Basically telling Kratos, you have no choice. It all has been written. It's your destiny. Don't fight it, you know? And he doesn't want to hear any of it. He's like, enough! Ah, damn you, son of a bitch! You know, he just... Of course, Kratos can't seem to stop being pissed off. At the end of his tirade, he says, and damn me most of all. Because he's the one who made the decision. He's the one who asked for this way back when. He's the one who asked for the power. And with that power becomes a responsibility that he does not want. And Athena's right there going, see, I told you so. She's like, Kratos, I knew you would listen to reason. And he says, come along then, and picks these blades back up. Finally, of his own volition, is picking up the blades. And as soon as the blades are picked up, he hears the roar of the beast. Grrr, you know, grrr, and the beast is there. And he's snapped back into reality and away from the spirit world. And he yells as he charges towards the gigantic Chaos Beast. And then comes multiple pages of swishes and yowls and smashes and swonks and swanks and flips and flops. All kinds of battle pages. Not much else other than just whooshes and slashes and noises coming from that. Thuds and smash and all that stuff. Until he finally kicks the shit out of this Chaos Beast. They have a kind of a back and forth a little bit. The Chaos Beast does not go down easy. Kratos gets smashed a little bit here and there, but of course Kratos is always going to be victorious because, you know, we know that he survives and grows older and has a child. So we know that he's going to survive this. It just takes him a while. The beast is so gigantic. And he finally gets... his Chaos Blades rips open the body of the Chaos Beast. It's covered with the blood of that beast and is victorious. But it takes seriously like 6 or 7 pages of just battle and no real dialogue. And then he's sitting amongst the carnage, and the only thing left is fire from the Chaos Blades and beast guts everywhere. And it says, there is nothing left of me but rage. Blood and fury are my curse. This world is a prison from which I cannot escape. My own hell. And the old man is back, who says, you have fulfilled your purpose here. Good fortune as your path carries you away from here. I have the sense that you will need it. And Kratos on the ground saying, no, in a whimper. And then kind of a fallback or a cry out to Anchorman. He's trapped in a cage of my own darkest emotions. He's in a glass cage of emotion, reliving my worst nightmares on my mind in my mind over and over. Damn me to hell. And that's it. Nothing about going into the Greek area, nothing about Thor, nothing about going to Norse Lands, nothing about meeting his wife. All the things that I had hoped for this series to have some information about what happened. This is supposed to be a before, in between, and they had kind of put it out there as an in between story series of what happened to Kratos between when he defeated Zeus and when he met his wife, the giant, to make his kid, Atreus, and that didn't happen. None of that happened. In fact, the story itself, I felt, was fairly empty. It was just, him being pissed about the blades. I mean, we knew in the game he didn't like the blades, but here he was, throwing them away, getting them back, throwing them away, getting them back, and it really, the whole series could have been one book. But each book, I felt, was, well, let's get into my thoughts on the whole series. So, as a whole, I felt the story was a little flat. I felt that there wasn't enough meat there. I really would have liked to have it be what I thought it was going to be. And then maybe that's just me reading into the premise of the story. Maybe I was expecting something that they felt, maybe I would need to reread that description. But I thought it was going to show us how he got from Zeus up to the Norse gods, from Greece to the Norse gods. And that didn't happen. So we still don't really know what happened to get him up there, how they met, any of that. None of that is there. Maybe it's in the next game and they kind of go do a flashback, who knows, but it wasn't in this book. So that was a disappointment. But I felt like the story itself could have been told in one book and they could have had more interesting things happen after. Each book was very short. And I thought, maybe, am I imagining things? This book seems extremely short every time. And I went back and grabbed a bunch, kind of a subset of different comics that I have stored here, and I looked through them, and these books were all extremely short and filled with ads. Each one of them had a ton of ads in there. So I really felt like for the $3.99 that this God of War series was a little bit cash grabby, especially since so many pages were just battle scenes. I mean, yes, the art was really great, so I have to give it to that. The art was great. The story itself, it really just... The art carried it, I'll say that. And the fact that I like God of War so much and Kratos, that those two things made it, 3/4 of the way there. But the story being so flat and also being so extremely short and not really full of much dialogue or any kind of emphasis towards what the story was supposed to be, which is what happened. It really, I didn't like it that much. Yeah, I'm glad that I experienced it, so I have something to talk about. But, really, I would say it wasn't worth the $4 a book, and especially as short as they were. Art, pretty nice. Other than that, not so much. So that's kind of my opinion on that. Let me know in the comments below if you're watching this, what you thought of the series. If you're just so much of a God of War fanboy that you don't care, they could just put God of War with no dialogue and all blood, and you'd be good with it. Or if you felt like it needed more information on how he got up to the Norse gods and all of that stuff, let me know in the comments below what you think. And again, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
Remember your purpose, Kratos. The twilight is upon us. His death is our only hope.
Understand this, Athena. Zeus will die.